congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Williams. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stop for a loss.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. Now it's Burrow.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On one, ready?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 empty. Close.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 26. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now, this defense for the Commanders, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
7 yards there and a first down.
The Colts sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Allen. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Half 85, half 85.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictable. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Gun.
Play action. It's Burrow. Throw right side complete to Carter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
11.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. We're scoreless after 1.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Prater's kick is good,
and it's 3-0 Washington. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Yep.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
On play action, Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Romeo Doubs,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Colts have taken the lead. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, due to the long field goal, they'll at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this throw will be intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas. 11.
Here's Burrow. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Bass on for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
I'm one, right?
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
11. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Prater's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Raheem Mostert, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On 2, ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Burrow. He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
Here we go.
They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Gun.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
Here we go.
And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
11-90.
Burrow going to throw again. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Get set.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Colts force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Allen now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Allen going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to...
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful. Throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
They've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
On one, ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
First down, here's Burrow. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18.
Here we go, ready? 11, 18, 11, 18, 11, 18,
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Here we go.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
11,
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
Touchdown, Colts! Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Burrow will throw.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to number 82. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
12, 12, 12. 1190, 1190.
Oh, design run here for Ayuk.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
11, 11, 11. Go.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
11, 11.
They'll set up a throw.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Raheem Mostert,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 1, right?
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the way. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. A handoff running left is Mostert. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
A nice little juke, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Raheem Mostert
from 17 yards out.
And the Colts are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So the false start will back them up 5. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Burrow on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Right?
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he's got room.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Once again, it's Mostert.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll run with Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here we go.
From the 45 on second down, Burrow.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A final shot now for Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Colts,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.